Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while.
Stuff. I'm gonna get us going over top. Make sure people could hear us. Make sure we be here in 2 minutes. Did I put 8 or 9 on time? I don't know. I'm pretty sure I put time at 9. Nobody haven't complained about it yet. But y'all can't see the PowerPoint?
I could before I clicked off to look at the football.
I mean, Yeah, well, I don't care. What you do. When you're watching a football game, who cares?
Get my computer, log on to YouTube that way,
Yeah. I see. Like I
and
said, we got
be
four. We got four viewers. I mean, we had the scares over.
how
Yeah,
many?
people can. Yeah, people can hear us talking now. I just want to make sure they can hear us. At least I hope they can hear us.
What's up, people?
Uh, I mean, they still got the overall title screen, so I don't know if they count, um, but I guess we'll probably get to start. Like I said, we got 2 seasons to do. A lot of time. Go over a couple things. So yeah. Let's go to the screen so they can see what we seeing. Well, no more introductions. I mean, well, I guess Roland is kind of the new person here. We got this new guy.
I know, right? It's been a minute.
We've been men for all of us, actually. I mean, Jen kind of seemed. Well, our last recap was what? What been season? Well, we've been at the end of the event.
Oh yeah. It's about a month ago.
Right. I mean, well, recaps. We did other little stuff. We talked about each season and stuff, but
We talked about Gen Con.
we figured since season 5 was so short, we just smashed them together. And plus, everybody was getting ready for Gen Con too. So,
Could have gone, guys.
all right, well, let's go through the normal introduction. So, you got me. I'm David Robbins. If you're watching this is my YouTube channel. Do a lot of Buckeye stuff, and you should be watching the videos. Who want to go next?
This is Earl.
That's all
That's
you
all.
get from him.
It's AKA Xavier Earl. I'm around. arguing in the rules chat. That's what I do.
You an
So
amateur. I
much.
didn't listen to you.
Huh?
I said, ain't you like an amateur? I don't know if they confirmed your status yet. You haven't got verified blue check mark yet.
Yeah. No
All
check
right.
mark.
All right, Roland. We know you got some deep thought things to say.
Oh yeah, my name is Roland.
How Roland? Whoever you are today.
I got a blog. You should all read it every Thursday. Oh, I'm pretty sure that Facebook doesn't like the fact that I open every blog with Happy Thursday because they have taken down quite a few of my blog posts because it goes against their community standards, which kind of stinks.
What could be?
And I think it's the repeated Happy Thursday. Oh, it could be them. I like that too.
Yeah, they probably keep the Facebook group kind of low, but yeah. I think everybody see what we're doing, so let's get going. So season 5 just started what, like at the end of May, I think, middle May.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah, a long time ago, light years ago.
Yeah.
But we're gonna zoom.
Not in the galaxy.
But like I said, we still gotta give our people their shout outs. We want to keep people coming back. So real quick, if you don't remember the format, Crossing the Spider Verse went to the end of June. Florida Regional was the one who was the senior final champ of this. MC had to be from one of these 3 teams, or you can have the photo box, a friendly neighborhood. Everything is on the screen. If you want more detail, read. Anything else before we push forward?
It sounds like a great format, but it's not. It's not.
It was good for the first 2 days.
Yeah, first couple days were fun.
Like, oh man, this is awesome, man. It's over. Okay, well, let's move along. Let's see what actually happened. So, we had a draft. For those who wasn't watching it, I mean, this league, mostly everybody just played their first round pick. Nobody really, the second round, just somebody you had to pick.
Yep.
Francisco didn't participate, even though he drafted, and Osh didn't participate, even though he drafted. So, that kind of mixed up. That threw a couple extra people back in the pool that wasn't there. But yeah, if you're watching on the channel, see. If not, you listen to our voice and we'll move along. So we're going by each player. So I went by their rankings at the end of this season. So the highest ranking person was Obbs that actually played in the league, and he has Spider Woman and yeah, he has Spider Woman. I think it's so far off here. Let me take this down because you don't need to see the bump. Well, yeah, there we go. That look a lot better. So he had Spider Woman and he had Scarlet Spider, but he played Spider Woman all 3 weeks. Um, a win against Spider
Jess
Man.
is good.
Huh?
Jess is good. I like Jess.
Right. I mean, Scarlet Spider Man. I would have loved to see him in action in this format because I don't think I've seen him. Anyway, so I would have liked to see him, but you got Spider Woman. I mean, she would have been one of my top picks, in this format.
Oh yeah.
So he beat Spider Man, lost to Flash, and beat Spider 2099. Sound about right?
There's a surprise.
What the
And Spider-Man 2099 is so sad.
He's a She-Hulk of the group.
Exactly.
Oh man, he works so good, and you play him like, nope, that was all illusion. Moving along. Speaking of Roland, you want to speak about your
So
time?
normally I wouldn't gun for the most powerful MC in a format. That's just not who I am. But I was prepping for the regional in Florida, and I wanted to get as many Venom reps as possible.
So did this tournament help you out with your run to Florida? I mean, you did top 8, right?
Yeah, I got to top 8. I got a nice check from Upper Deck, so I think it was good. I
Uh-uh.
did lose to PJ. Otherwise, I would have had a perfect season. What's sad about that story is PJ played Carnage. I was like kind of looking at Carnage as a contender against Venom, and PJ got all the right things he needed. I didn't, so that's why I took BL. We played 3 more games because I was excited for that loss. I was like, all right, maybe I don't have to play Venom. But then I smashed his face in 3 games in a row, and I was like, well, I guess not.
All right, well, sum it up. Obviously you
You
didn't
didn't
play
want to try
Vulture,
Vulture out there?
right?
I didn't even see Michael Keaton anywhere. Where are you talking about?
Let's move along. Jason, he played both of his characters. I mean, I must got the PowerPoint too low. We can't see. Well, I worry about that. His event wins was he's the co-champ of season 4. If you can't see that on the slide, but oh well, we'll work on that next time. Why the size so big? This is retarded. Why my screen is? Hold on, give me a moment. I'm gonna fix that because gonna see what I could do. Yeah, there we go. Why do you stay up there, task? But anybody got anything they want to say? Like I said, it's been a while ago. Any thoughts, comments? No. Okay. Let's see. He got forfeit win. Lost to Flash Thompson with Cloak and Dagger, but were able to beat. Oh, I probably put the wrong Spider-Man down for tomorrow. I did a lot of these all at once. There's gonna be a lot of mistakes.
I may forgive you.
You won't. But moving right along. Vern. He played with 3 different MCs.
Dedicated to variety. Vern is dedicated to variety.
Oh yeah. I mean, you got to appreciate that. And he was the patron tournament champ for his event win. Try to make sure people get credit for their event wins. But I did play him against this Ghost Spider with Shriek, but I was able to face his level of
Oh my
position
goodness.
with Spider Man.
Oh,
So
that hurts.
I
That
still
hurts to
almost
hear
managed
it.
to lose that game, but
I was on Ghost Rider for a hot minute.
mhm.
She's pretty good.
Yeah, 29. Now, like I said, he was able to get a win with him. and then took a loss. I mean, if you get everything you need with 29-9, he can make things happen. It's
Do you
just that
think
so far in between.
what was it our last show where we were talking about Ghost Spider and then the next day they errated her?
Yeah,
And
yeah. So I did inquire about that, and what I was told, like, well, they got a call from Super Awesome Games, kind of shortly after that, like, yeah, that was supposed to not say that. So I think they may have watched, and
We'll see.
that what we want to believe.
Yeah, we'll just keep
I'm
pat
happy
ourselves
with
on the back.
believing it.
But Vernon, okay, so we move along. We're gonna move fast through season 5. I apologize for the people who cared about their season 5. We have Jamal, another season 2 co-champ. He went with black suit, so that's who Jason beat. Since I got correct here, but he didn't even the games he played. He didn't win a single game with Spider Man. Interesting,
That's sad.
huh?
That's sad. I like Black Suit Spidey.
I mean, I think he had game even if he don't level, but apparently he
Yeah,
wasn't
my
able to
life
find
was
it.
designed to kill.
Uh, yeah, PJ. So if you see any like a blackout MC, that basically mean that during the draft you could copy an MC, but you stuck with it for the whole season. So he copied Carnage, but he used Carnage whole season, so I guess he got his money worth. Earl was able to take him down in the mirror match. Roland already
Yeah,
talked about
it,
his game, and he was able to
Yep,
get Toxin.
their mirror match in that is just silly.
Huh?
it really is.
It's like, hey, I drew a gun and a spider friend. I win.
Yeah, because you were taking over
Yep.
for Francisco MC, so you just use the two MCs he had, which one was good, one wasn't. Uh, Down the Ralph.
Oh, he was at my house when he played that match, Earl.
Uh,
I think I remember that now.
Yeah, I think I had a gun and he didn't have a gun, and then
Mm.
I think he took forever to get the gun off, and then I had another one. I think that's
Yep.
how it went.
Yep.
and now we at the season 5 champ, the person who won all their games, Agent Venom. I mean, of course, he didn't make the trip down to Florida, Agent Venom, but here he was a champ. There was no Venom, Agent Venom in Florida, was it, Roland?
I didn't see one.
Okay.
Wasn't there just
Oh, that was
Venom and
Sinister
Sinister
Six.
Six?
Right. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
there was
Venom
an
is,
split.
and there were one
Yeah.
other. There were one Cloak and Dagger.
Yep. Who actually made top 8 as well.
So, but like I said, if you make Venom work, he could do things. Get big early, and draw cards. What can't you not like about that?
Mm-hmm.
Another event win for Ralph. His third one, season 1 co-champion in the Seal League. Tevin, yeah, he tried to send us a 6 the first game against you, Roll, and he said he didn't like that at all. So
Yeah, I felt bad.
going with Toxin, who went 2-1 with. Yeah, he
Well,
don't get
Toxin's
credit,
decent.
huh? Yeah,
Toxin is decent.
he is. He is. I mean, he's just a weaker version of the other two, but he got access to that same plot twist.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah. So, moving along, and finally Nick joined the league late. He played one game against you as well. Feel like he played everybody.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of games got missed and skipped because this was the 4 week and then the regional was coming up. We jammed a
Yeah.
lot in there, so that's why we didn't really do a recap right afterwards. Oh, and let's not forget about Rob.
Oh yeah.
He went with my boy Ezekiel, but he didn't do him no justice. Well, like I said, I don't think Ezekiel will. I mean, he could make a good deck, but if people could
I
get out
mean,
fast on you, they're
turn after turn, it almost doesn't matter that you're dropping
right,
Iron Fist on turn 3.
right. So yeah, he had to get ahead. He needed a lot of luck. So nobody played none of the 2 health MC. So I would hope somebody was gonna try to jump off that bridge. And then, oh yeah, me and Earl, the Chelsea, we both got a game in. We both got wins in. So that sums up season 5. Anything y'all want to recap? A lot of Venom, a lot of Sins of Six. Sums it up.
It's over. We survived.
Yeah, I think, like I said, it's like a format they need to fill a void, and that's what exactly what the format seemed like it was.
They need to release a set to fill a void.
So
I just want to play for Halloween at some point.
So when we do format battle in 2 years, you think people are going to pick this format? Well, I guess you got access to Venom, so for that reason only.
Yep.
So, all right, well, let's get to the real star of the show. Life goes on.
And on.
Dude,
and on.
Yeah, it seemed like it had been going on for a while.
Well, that format might be alright. Yeah, it's got Venom, but it might be alright.
Yeah, but here we are at this format. I mean, every MC had to have more than 6 health. Every support character more than 2 health. Sums it up. Let's move on to the games. So this was a draft. Interesting draft. Let's see. Miss Marvel went number 1. That's probably right.
Mm-hmm.
Because of somebody drafted Valkyrie but didn't have the card. That's why Valkyrie didn't get initially drafted. But if people knew she was still out there, they probably would have jumped on that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, the couple MCs got copied. I think this was a good pool of MCs.
Oh yeah, you could get a lot.
Right, there were people who played with like 4 and 5 MCs in this format. So
I played with 3.
right. I mean, somebody even played with Cable. Why, I don't know, but we'll get to that. All right, still moving along quickly. We're doing a good pace. Also, actually we start right here with the top ranked person. Well, the top rank out of the people playing, because I think is he the top rank? Yeah, he's the top rank now, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and
Top
he's
ranked, season 6 champ, and he played with 4 different MCs, and he had 7 different ones on his team. That's why this is a busy slot. So we'll go over here real quick. So first Evil week 1 against Nimrod. I mean, that's a bad matchup for Nimrod.
Yeah,
I'm
it
not
is.
playing character to give you your XP. And by the time I play them, they're probably not the ones you want to see.
Might never play one.
Right. Until Asserter. But and then week 2, he played you Roland against your Spider-Man.
Yeah. I made a huge misplay. I forgot I had an Academy face up when he leveled, and so once he ate it to heal, I just got so far behind by that point. Rookie mistake.
You didn't have time to check it out. I'm pretty sure he wasn't playing faster. Or did he lower you into like a false sense of security. You had a plan, and then when it came up, you forgot about it.
You know how Patrick play.
I know.
That's exactly his strategy. You're so far thinking, oh, cool, I can think 5 moves ahead in this game. But see, what I was getting greedy. I really wanted to discard a few cards from his hand with the Mind Gem.
Okay.
So that's what my goal was. And then I went off and had a couple of naps. Went and got some ice cream. And by the time I came back, I was like, oh, shoot, I should not have this Academy face up. Too late now.
All right. So, I mean, he beat the world champ with Juggernaut. I thought Juggernaut was good for this format. But against Galactus, that's not a good matchup.
No.
He used Anti-Venom, who I thought would be good for the format, but I didn't see many people, But he was able to get Dr. Doom and Nimrod with Anti-Venom. Earl don't even own this card anymore, I don't think.
Is junk. Fed it to my dog.
Dog ate your Homo Pen card. And then he got one with MCU Iron Man against Blade.
Yeah, but Blade.
But he got 4 events. Well, I mean, he's the top ranked person, so you expect him to have 4 event wins and won the season. So congratulations, Patrick.
Good job, my man.
And he still get to name our next event, which he probably won't give us a name until halfway through the event. By the time he figure it out. He like to wait.
Yeah, I know. I need to know what to call it. I'm going to do one of those decks this week. So
that's why I've been calling it code name 1 + 1 = 2. Just
1 + 1 = 2. Okay,
it
I like
double
it.
meaning. The ones is equal 11, and then you got 2 MCs.
Yep.
It's a deep thought thing, but I know he's gonna be changing it. But Patrick is a person who like to wait till the last second, then wait one more second. Moving along. Now here the world champ. Can't say that enough. Well, first of all, we got the world champ in our league, so that's pretty awesome.
Oh yeah.
But we like to believe that playing in this helped him get to where he was.
Oh yeah. He had lots of practice to see what decks were good and what cards were good.
So he started out with Galactus too. Him and Patrick, they do a lot of trading and stuff and moving pieces. But I think when he copied Odin, he didn't realize that he was stuck with Odin for the whole season. But
worse MCs to be stuck with.
But so his only loss was to Patrick Galactus, like I said, but that's a bad matchup for Juggernaut.
Oh yeah.
And then but he beat PJ Wizards, he got Dr. Doom, he took down Toxin, and then he beat some Loki. Somebody playing Loki MC. Why? I don't know.
Let me tell you something, son. Let me tell you something. If I had any one of 15 cards from my deck, that game is mine. Like, he won on the literal last possible instant turn he could have won. But I had 4 cards in my hand that probably had no business being there, but that was such a close game.
What if?
It's a good show.
But yeah, but like I said, he took only 1 loss to the eventual league champ, but he's still the Gen Con champ. I mean, he got the championship that matters.
Well, he's a significant more amount of money than the other.
Right, yeah. Our payout is not as big as Gen Con yet. We working on that. We talking to some sponsors.
We got this.
Moving along, so Mitch jumped in the back half of the season. So, always let people know you can jump in and out the season whenever you want to. Don't feel isolated. But we haven't seen Mitch in a while since the event. So, it was good seeing him back, His name put fear into people hard, but Iron Muggle didn't get it done for him.
I was happy to damage him, not gonna lie.
That's not been too much
Blade
fear
even beat Iron Muggle. But he got the win with the Grandmaster though.
That's impressive
Yeah, I think
against
Rob
Miss
was.
Marvel, no doubt.
I don't think Rob was playing blues in his deck or something like that.
Oh yeah, I made a meme about that.
Yeah, but that was the ops game. But in this one, he said he didn't get him, and basically, like I said, Grandmaster can't stall a game out. And once
Yeah, for sure.
people get to Dark Phoenix, she changed the game, literally and physically.
I wonder if the whatchamajiggets came into play, the different domains.
Knowing Mitch, I don't think he would play the domains.
Mm.
I think he, just a 10 defense and be able to protect Grandmaster. That's more than enough for him because he can't get to Dark Phoenix. And then here you again. Do you want to take over from here?
Who, me? Oh yeah. I'm looking on the YouTube, and so I'm still looking at Mitch and
Okay.
Dormammu and why he had Dormammu.
Take your time whenever you're ready.
Oh, right. So yeah, I did have my Spidey Man. That was I think Spider-Man's really good in this format. He's got a couple of bad matchups. One of them obviously being Galactus if you are stupid and leave a Academy up for him to eat. But let's see, what else we got here? Oh yeah, I did beat Jason, my nemesis. It was nice that we got to play round one again. I took out his Dormammu because I had like 8 locations in my deck, so he wasn't able to quite chew through it very quickly. That Vern Toxin game, man, sometimes versus hurts your feelings, and poor Vern just did not get anything. I'm not going to complain too much against that Osh Odin matchup, but I totally should have won that, and Loki's way better than people give him credit for. As we can see, I beat PJ and Deadpool with him, who I know certain people really like Deadpool in this format. Then Tevin and Odin. Spike is really good against Odin. He almost doesn't care if Odin stays level 1 or not. And go check out my Sunnydale deck list from last week on the resource room.
And Hope didn't make the cut, huh?
I wanted to, but I just like drawing cards. Hope doesn't let you draw cards.
Moving along. And speaking of here go Jason. So he played for him MCs. So like I said, you talked about the Spider-Man game, and then 2 game. I beat him with Iron Mongo. He just didn't draw well. We made a few play mistakes, but he got the wizard. Valkyrie lost to Annihilus, but beat Iron Mongo. Guess that's a revenge game. And then I recorded the Dormammu Blade game.
Yeah, that was a really good game.
Right? Yeah, no, it was good. But I mean, like I said, I think Jason get into the rhythm. That's somebody you gotta watch out for whenever you play him.
Oh yeah, he's tasted blood, and he's out. He's out for it now.
Yeah, like I said, that mid-winter broke him. I just want to let y'all know that, because he probably wouldn't be the MCs he would have played before. Maybe Dormammu, the Mystic one, but not the MCU one.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Now, obviously, he went with a different MC every week.
Yep.
Well, the 5 weeks, like I said, he had to sit out a week, but like I said, that's cool. But like I said, first Evil was a rough matchup for Nimrod. Week 2 didn't play. Week 3, Annihilus got Jason, Valkyrie, MCU. But the Master beat Roll. Or you want to say something about that?
Yeah, I'll say something about that. Like, it was just like I didn't get a wound every turn, so he he made his level and flipped that thing, and I died because I didn't get a wound every turn. He avoided
You were
one turn.
destined to die.
Yeah, that's what it was. He skipped one wound and then that was it.
And then finally, the wizard, uh, you were able to get Miss Marvel, and finally he ran up to the world champ and couldn't jump that one. But let's move along. Ralph played the first half of the season. Like I said, it was a break between Gen Con, so some people didn't come back after the break. So, but some people got more up. But speaking of Ralph, first of all, he played Cable, and Cable lost. I don't think
Abel
he
lost.
right.
Wow,
Yeah,
I did
surprised.
not see that
I,
coming.
I think Dr. Doom might have felt a little disrespected. Do you bring a trash can to my front door on fire? Cause this is hot garbage. But he won 2 Iron Man games, so I mean, I think Cable may have
Iron
a
lost
place
his
in one
first
time in
fight.
life with the more equipments, but not here. But
No, no, he's not any better with more equipment
okay,
because
my
he's
bad. You're right. You are absolutely right. I stand corrected.
because what are you gonna do with him? He's still understated. You put an equipment on him, and well, let's start over. You got a better MC than me.
um, Jamal he played a couple weeks with Captain Marvel, Cosmic Avenger. Were able to get Toxin, but couldn't beat Doctor Doom. Oh well, that's Tevin's Doctor Doom. I didn't put the name there. Boy, I got lazy.
I like Carol in this format, both photo and illustrated.
I really like the photo one. Um, but yeah, moving along, we still these are people that's over 1,000. So ranking. We starting to see people move up. And then speaking of, we have Vaughn who copied Toxin, but speaking of Captain Marvel MCU type, I mean, what? 2 wins here. Like I said, he didn't have much luck against you, and lost to the cartoon Captain Marvel, and then
Comic
He played
Captain
Blade three
Marvel, not
weeks. So
cartoon.
I guess going 1-2 is an accomplishment with Blade.
I mean, I think so, unfortunately.
That's at
I
least
think
worth a participation medal,
I
maybe.
think this has been the best format for Blade yet.
Yeah. All right. So then Nick, he one of the new guys that came in at the end of season 5, but played through season 6, and I know he don't have all the cards because his original draft he got Valkyrie and Deadpool, MCU Valkyrie, but he didn't have those cards, so he ended up picking Blob and Weapon Omega. Why you pick Weapon Omega, I don't know. Who's worse in this format, Cable or Weapon Omega?
Cable.
Yeah, Cable, hands down.
Man, but but yeah, but he did beat me with Nerwad. We had a video match. It's just every character he played, I ended up playing like we had the same support character, except I was
That's
mono. He wasn't. But played a couple games with Blob, but didn't get the job done. So 2 and 3 still respectable with some of the people we have playing around here. Tevin, I mean, he was getting ready with Doctor Doom this whole event.
mm-hmm.
And then he slid in and got a game in with Odin at the end against you, Roland.
Yeah,
But you need practice to really handle Odin. That's why he didn't show up at Gen Con.
exactly. I'm telling you, man, they were all too afraid to have you as head judge and head Odin player. Sorry, Vern.
I mean, it's understandable, Everybody can't be me. What can I say? Moving along. PJ, yeah, he didn't do much winning as a none this season.
I'm actually afraid to play against him at Epic Loot because his ranking isn't nearly as bad as Scott's, but it's he's taking a dive. I want to play him.
Hmm. But you actually give up tokens to play him half the time. You go
Yeah,
out
you
your way
Yeah,
to play him. But so he started out with the wizard. Um, and then he tried Odin, and then he finished up with Deadpool. I mean, they were all good MCs. It's just I guess it comes down to matchup and style of play.
Oh yeah.
He ran to the Juggernaut. Juggernaut like seeing Deadpool over Galactus. Is that right, Earl?
yes. What happened was I got to turn 4, or he got to turn 4, and he played Super Giant. Things weren't going super good for me, and I discarded my hand, and I drew all in the same draw. I drew Lilith, a green. Actually, it was Nexus of the Universe, and a growth, and
Oh,
so my turn 4 was pretty good, and then after Juggernaut grew and leveled, and then he just was he was unstoppable. That one might say.
Hey, it's on the card. Moving down,
I,
and finally we at Rob. Since Scott's not here, Rob is the placeholder. But he did. I mean, he got a win against Blob, but it seemed like he was just struggling to get his blues from every report.
yeah.
Especially the Wizard game. That's all that came up like. If you're not getting blues, Miss Marvel not that great. That's always the
Nope.
biggest fear with her.
Just ask Robert Smallwood.
I mean, he didn't try out the illustrated Valkyrie though. I will have loved to see her get a game or two in.
Yeah.
lots of fun.
So some people hate drafts. Some people just I don't know. They know this ain't real life. Like their MC not gonna get injured. But I guess they don't want to take the chance of having them play against one of their favorites. So I'm gonna hold them hostage. So and then finally the judge. We both got a couple games in which we talked about. We both went 1-1. But
I like this format. Good format.
it was a good format. I mean, good variety. And like I said, playing in this tournament, every person had two MCs, so you kind of had an idea who you were gonna match up against. I like I said, I think the draft just makes this more interesting. It not like what would have been like what Gen Con ended up being, where with just eight Fresh Evils, eight Miss Marvels. Only like one of them running around.
That blows my mind. That still blows my mind that there was so little variety.
Yeah, I mean right. I mean, even if you look back on the last Gen Con that was back in 2019, there was so much variety, with the top still being quite heavy in that format. I mean, the top were really heavy,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and this top wasn't really nearly as heavy, but
The 2019 was like, I
Mimic,
mean, there were
Rogue.
more MCs, but I think it was still split pretty heavy the same way because it was like,
I don't think it was because but there were a lot of one off. There wasn't many one off here.
well, right, but there was a lot more people there.
What? But
Wasn't it
still, I
like
mean,
twice this time?
I would have to look at the numbers. I don't believe you, but I had to listen to what
I
you're
know there
saying
was a
because I
lot
don't
of
have the
Rogue and
numbers.
a lot of Mimic.
Yeah, There were a lot of other ones, but I think it was just because there were more people.
That makes sense.
I just felt like there were a lot more competitive NFC that didn't see play this time.
Yeah, I agree.
It like so it seems like a lot of these events. Some people try NFC that could be competitive, just but it wasn't much of that going on here. So finally, for the final standings for as of the 5th when this came out, but then we organized later today.
Yeah, somebody didn't sort it before they posted it.
Craziness.
You can see how much it was confusing me. I'm trying to organize. I'm like, what's going on here? But yeah, first of all, we got 48 people on the list. So if your name on the list, thanks for helping us out with that. Even if you didn't know what you were doing. But Patrick's at the top. I mean, 32-9. I mean, 40 game, 9 losses. That's 4 event runs.
Definitely a competitor.
I mean,
we got the world champion up there in second place.
And he got quite a few games in there too. It's not like he just 83 games.
Yeah,
Ron got the most at maybe 87. It looked like on this list.
I'm just happy to be in the top 8.
That must have been an accident. I may have to reach out to the person do this and have him recalculate.
I just need 2 points.
You don't know how excited I get when I put all the results in and it comes out to an even number, and I'm like, woohoo!
But I bet how frustrated you are when you put them in and it's not.
It does happen.
I believe it. So that's some of those 2 seasons. Looking forward to the future because we can.
Yeah.
So season 7. This is not set in stone. This is just a projection, as it says right there. But we're looking to have the draft October 5th. That sound good to y'all?
Sound good to me.
Yeah.
Because
provided we have a format.
So as soon as we find out whatever the format, so let's just say it's Saturday, October 1st. We're gonna have to rush the MC ranking out quickly.
That'll make it the most fun.
Right. And then we're gonna try. I haven't told Jason yet, but I'm gonna try to squeeze him in on that recap too. See if he can help us out again.
Right.
Because we know he could get it done on short notice if we're not busy. But if we schedule like this, we'll get this season done before Thanksgiving.
All right.
So this is the plan. This is what we're looking to do. When this is over, sign-ups will be open.
Yeah.
So whatever the format is, if we don't have a format, we'll make something up. But I'm pretty sure Upper Deck gonna give us a format.
Yeah, they're pretty faithful.
That's the one thing they have been consistent with.
Yeah.
They haven't missed the format yet.
You don't want me to come up with a format.
I'm curious. What would an Earl format look like?
I don't know. Let me think about it. Hopefully we don't have to use it.
Right. So if we don't have an Upper Deck format by, let's just say, October the 3rd, because by the 4th we won't have enough time. But they usually have it before the season starts. Hopefully sooner, since this is the new fiscal year.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Here's what I would do for a format. This would be the worst format ever. Only multi-MC characters. It will just be Outriders. It'd be fun.
I would love to see Outrider mirror matches all day.
That's a joke.
Or maybe do a format like the opposite singularity, where you had to play a full copy of every card in your deck.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what the opposite singularity. Do they have something like that in Magic?
I don't think so.
So, like I said, if you play a support character, you got to play a 4 of. Now, unless it's a 1 of. If you play a location, got to be a 4 of.
You can only have 15 different cards in your deck.
Not unless you play one of, right?
Then you have to play
Just
4
want to
1-ups.
place it. 4 1-ups.
No, like you would have to have 4 one-of-a-kind cards.
Right.
I got
Otherwise, it
you.
wouldn't work out.
So Sentinels, you would play all 12 of the Alpha type, all 8 of the Executive type.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
them all won't consider one of because they got different card numbers. So the card number what you will look at.
Oh,
So
okay.
you could play 3 of the Sentinels, but the Executive type you have to play all 8.
Right.
But is there anything that's either one of 4 or there's nothing that's 2 or 3 of in versus, is
I don't think so.
it?
Not unless we take an MCs, but yeah.
So, but we'll figure out something. But Upper Deck is not going to let us get to that point, so we good.
Yeah,
I have to.
And then, huh?
They got us.
Right. And then season 8, we would definitely know what the format is by this point. So we most likely going to reach out to somebody in the community, help up with the ranking for that. So
How
like
much
I said,
of a hassle would it be?
this is all estimation, but I figure if we do the draft before midwinter, we could start and be done by February, and then we could start looking to doing our event, our yearly event.
1 + 1 is 2.
That's the code name. Like I said, Patrick's gonna give us the name at some point, but he not known for speed, so we may get that the last week of the tournament.
But I'm sure it'll be epic.
Oh yeah, I mean he gonna put the time into it. I mean, I don't know, y'all don't get to interact with him with these supplemental draft. I mean, he asks all the questions, and then he wait till the last second, like, dude, you only dropping one of your 2 MCs. How long can this really take? Are you in or are you out? But, and then finally, speaking of that, always like to, give people prep for this, because it's a draft. But the 1+1 will give you the brief overview. You'll be playing with 2 MCs. One with 5 health on all levels, one with 6 health on all levels. So you have 11 wounds. Everybody will be playing with 11 wounds. The winner each game get the force trade with their opponent. And you see some of the MCs down there, they're going to, see action. Some of them are some of these older MCs that haven't got much love lately.
I know, I'm looking at these, I'm like, oh, I get to play that, I get to play that.
Is there any combo that y'all thinking? I mean, probably the most broken thing off the top of my head I could think of would be like Venom and Toxin, or like Cornin and Toxin. No, Toxin.
Yeah.
No, he's 7. Sorry, Toxin's not in this. I'm sorry, he's 7.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, like somebody with, the symbiote type people. I'm just trying to think.
What does the OG Venom have for health? 6?
I think he's 6.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you could do Carnage in Venom.
Yeah.
But that Venom doesn't have real symbiosis, so.
Right.
That's fake
But
symbiote.
the fact that he could activate the one plot twist.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Right. So I mean, Beast look good with getting another Avenger out there, or just somebody on the Avengers team. I mean, Super Scroll got a little game because you could put him with one of the family members to level him. Morbius could be good with a lot of MC that could draw.
Yep. Master Mold is in there.
Yeah.
I know we got Earl high on Master Mold.
Master Mold is broken. Oh, it's broken. You'll see. You'll see.
So, but like I said, we'll go into more details once we get there. So, but yeah, I think the support character is gonna make a difference in this format too.
Oh yeah.
Especially the one that could copy superpowers. Like, oh man, I got 2 MCs and he could copy them.
Mm-hmm.
Norm Osborn, you could put him with a Avenger or something too.
Cancel that combat.
Or and he could team attack with him once he level.
Oh yeah. That's good. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, and like I said, mono deck would be real solid too. You could team attack on turn one.
Mhm.
Oh,
Get that unwavering loyalty in there.
right.
Stand
Man.
together.
OG Captain America.
Oh yeah.
Team
Yeah,
attack on turn
team
1.
attack.
No, that's a joke.
Yeah, I know. But we'll see. Some of these predators and stuff. I mean, I'm looking at the list. Alien character may see some love. We'll we'll see how it plays out. We'll have decks but we want to see what the new format is before we get too much into this. But we may hear about this on the resource roll, maybe.
Yep. Once a month, I'll be doing one of these decks until the event starts. So let's see: September, October, November, December, January, February. Yeah, I'll have at least 6 for you guys to look at.
So yeah, we figure we do this for our second annual. Our third annual event would be another format madness, and then our fourth one could be a photo version of this.
Here we go.
We'll have a lot of photo cards by then. At least that's what I heard.
I hope so.
So, under an hour. Good timing. Good job. Yeah.
Hey,
All right.
So, anything else anybody want to add on? Check out the videos on the channel. Earl, you want to get your shout outs in there?
No, I had nothing to shout out.
And he's done. And go ahead, Roland.
Yep, look on the resource row for a real Spider-Verse MC pairing for the 1+1 event. What Crossing the Spider-Verse could have been. So check that out this Thursday.
And if you're out there, Patrick, if you're ever ready to give us a name, we'll be ready for it. But till then, we'll use the 1+1 equal 2. So, again, thanks for listening. I think it's time for us to play the outro music. And go to the screen. And cut.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go.